Marathon gets worse and worse as time goes on. They're basically making this game called Marathon. There was no hype for it as well. I still think there was more hype for this game than there was for Concord, obviously, but you know, this probably has to be like one of the least typed about major releases of all time as well. Considering the fact that Bungie used to be considered one of the greatest developers of all time, creating the original Halo games that were considered still to this day some of the greatest games ever developed. Bungie really made a nosedive once they made Destiny the biggest disappointment in all of gaming. I know there are people who like Destiny too, but the original Destiny is still considered by many the most disappointing game of all time. Bungie should educate this user when you're stealing someone else's posters. Make sure you erase the name from the texter. Apparently they have basically stolen someone's art. Not as bad as, Lucasfilm basically making AI swap like we talked about yesterday, but for a AAA developer that used to be so great and so amazing, they are literally stealing other people's art and calling it their own. This just really shows how lazy and Bungie has gotten. You have generic ass robot killers that nobody likes. You are stealing people's art. Your game is basically just a generic hero shooter game that no one's gonna be playing. It's just what is Bungie doing? Okay, I remember when Bungie used to be one of the greatest developers of all time. I just don't understand why all these video game developers have taken such a sharp turn down and just killed themselves basically as well. So many legendary developers have basically destroyed their reputation this decade because they want to either chase wokeness like Suicide Squad game did, or they want to be dumb and make basically generic swap like Bungie does. Okay, doesn't matter. Bungie went from making the original Halo trilogy to making Marathon, a game that has zero hype behind it because there's no one who, in the serious mind, wants to play this game as well. And yeah, there you go about this here. And yeah, it just really shows how lazy Bungie has gotten and how absolutely tone deaf, gaming has gotten overall as well. And no, the female robot characters being sexy is not the main problem of the game. Sorry to burst the bubble, Asmongold and the sexy woman in gaming movement. That's not the main problem of the game. The main problem of the game is the game is generic. It's lazy. The game is lazy, and it was put together to try to compete with every other live service hero shooter out there that has already established itself. Yeah, Microsoft sort of bought Bungie has made them make Halo games for the rest of eternity. That would have been a much better fate than putting the free for free industries. Goodbye.